Really? Fiji gave the number.
You gave me number and I called her that time 2-3 times.
Fiji was telling somebody is there, no? She was.
Yeah, the same person. Okay.
Anita, you created the poll?
Fiji gave the number. Guys.
Anita?
Yep. Anshuman? Yeah, Ram.
You created the poll?
Yeah, I created Ram.
It's not showing the drop down. In the Zoom screen, in the polls area, click polls and just check.
What is this?
It's there. I'll run it for you.
Oh, okay, you'll run for me. Okay, that's fine.
I'll remove you
not able
also
to
as a co-host. Okay, because you're one of the speakers.
Can someone please share that Sergeant Ram's slide? I don't have.
Yes, I'm doing it. Just a second. Yeah. And I'll just make Raghu also as a co-host just in case it gets spoiled. Okay.
Okay. First of all, great to see you all. The big shots of Newstart here together today. First of all, I would like to welcome you all to our 83rd club meeting. And without wasting much time, let's go ahead with the club mission. If you all can please repeat after me. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth.
We provide a supportive.
Okay, now the ground rules, as you all know, in every Toastmaster meeting, we follow a few basic ground rules. First of all is, as you know, it's an online meeting. Please, as far as possible, keep your microphones on mute when someone is speaking so as not to disturb them. Try and keep your videos on to encourage the speaker, and they feel that there is an audience in front of them. Don't feel shy to applaud, the speakers as and when they speak, using your, you can unmute your microphone for a bit and clap or use, the icons. Please refrain from the taboo topics, which are sex, politics, and religion, as and when you get your chance to speak. And please keep your mobile phones on silent. And as you all know where all you stay or where all you're attending the meeting from, please keep note of the fire exit in case of an emergency. So on that note, I shall introduce the numero uno of our club, our President Ram Prasad, all the way from India. So, Toastmaster Ram, over to you. You're on mute, Ram.
Yeah, thank you, Anshuman. So, welcome everyone to today's meeting. And I'm glad you were all joined us here online. So this makes it so convenient. So we are so far apart and then we're still together in one nice little cozy room. So that's the greatness of the technology, and then how Toastmasters has adapted quickly to this online world. Most of us being Toastmasters, I would skip the introduction to the Toastmaster world. Rest assured, all of us are in safe hands with almost like 100-year-old organization. With an extraordinary capability to develop communication skills and leadership skills in all of us. So I would like to say one thing to those people who are joining us new in our meeting today. I see one guest from Hyderabad, and then I see Reshma, I guess. Yeah, okay. So a couple of you. One thing special about our club is that we sort of started off with a focus on health. And today, hopefully, we will see some topics. Though we are free to speak on any topic we like as per pathways of Toastmasters. Then most of us here are so passionate about health, and then very frequently and more often we talk about health topics. And our name itself is an acronym for nutrition, water, sunlight, and those factors which improve our health. So thereby we get not only communication skills, we also get some knowledge upon tips about health. Okay, that's what we are going to see today as well. So I hope you will enjoy it. So I would welcome one of our guests to introduce himself, Mr. Jaipal from Hyderabad. Can you unmute yourself and say how you found us and then what you're looking forward to today? Mr. Jaipal?
Ram, your audio suddenly went a little low.
Okay. Is everyone able to hear me? I see Shobha. Okay, you're able to hear me. Okay, fine. Thank you. Okay, I think we'll come back to our guest subsequently. So now I would hand over the proceedings to the Toastmasters of the day, which is the most important function to carry our meeting forward. Over to DTM Anita Naidu.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ram. A big hand to our president and our sergeant at arms who have landed this meeting number 83. I think in such a great passion. Now, yes, we do have two guests on board, and I would want them, in spite of Ram saying that we'll get back to them, we would definitely want to hear from you all. So can we have whoever, for fastest fingers first, goes first and talks about themselves just for 1 minute? Either Reshma or Jaipal, please unmute yourselves.
Yeah, thanks for Reshma. Can I go ahead, right? Yeah, thank you. This is Jaipal. I joined from Hyderabad, and I am fortunate to know Anita since long time, since 2014. I was a member of Dubai Toastmaster Club in 2014 to 16, and I moved to Hyderabad in 2016, and currently working as a vice president in JP Morgan Chase Hyderabad. And I am associated with the Toastmaster Club since long time. 2007 onwards, but I did not make any milestones. So I always have this kind of a feeling that I need to do something here. But I'm very fortunate, I'm always going back and coming back, going back and coming back, with the good friends I have, like Anita and all, like they're motivating me to, be in touch with like-minded people like you, and I'm very happy to be here. And personal side, I married, I have two angels, including my wife, 3 angels in my home. So yeah, and personally, I'm actually a national cyclist in India. I represented national cyclist in India. And currently I'm part of 3 boards in non-profit organization. Part of one is part of my village, one is part of my college alumni association, and also part of United Way Hyderabad, where I'm a lot of interest in protecting the natural resources, lake cleanings and tree plantation, child malnutrition. These are the areas personally I work on from my community service side. And basically my family is from agriculture family background. So I born, brought up in rural areas, and I've seen both the other ends, like poverty and middle class, and I don't say it's a rich side, but but I've seen all the angles in my life. And yeah, I think I don't want to take more than 60 seconds, which Anita has given me. Over to you, Reshma.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jaipal. I've heard you before. Nevertheless, it's always a pleasure to listen to old friends. Reshma, can we have you say a few words about yourself?
Sure. Thank you so much for giving me this platform. Actually, I'm new to this Toastmaster. This is my first meeting, and I'm now based in Dubai. I am from Kerala, and if to tell something about me, then I should say I am a dentist by profession, and but now I'm not practicing. So unfortunately, I have been diagnosed with a medical condition which has forced me to quit my practice. And now I'm planning to move on to the administration side. And my personal interest, which I should say, is that um, anything like which can keep you happy, which can keep you occupied, a little bit creative. So all those things happen to be my areas of, interest. It's like anything, like painting, singing, dancing. Like I'm a basically fun going, easygoing person. I don't like to take too much of stress, like taking life as it comes on, facing each day at a time. So that's my policy. That's basically me. Very simple, down to earth. And my personal life is, yeah, I have a husband and 2 kids. So we are all here settled in Dubai. He's an engineer. And I have 2 little boys. One is 5-year-old and one is 8 years old. And actually, I was planning to go for a face-to-face meeting. I thought, okay, I'll just go on for a face-to-face meeting when it's my first time. But fortunately or unfortunately, 3 days back, I fractured my knee. I mean, that's the one of the smallest thing which I could do to myself. And today it's like really a good day for me because it's my 10th wedding anniversary. So, so thank you so much. So I'm like, it's really good for me to join Toastmasters on this very special day with a fractured knee, sitting in the comforts of my home. So
Yeah,
that's
we're actually looking forward to taking this journey with all of you, very inspiring and very passionate people. And I'm sure, Reshma, with the kind of commitment you have towards the things that you like to do, you're going to shine very high in this
Thank
place.
you so much.
And
Thank you
happy
so much.
anniversary. Yeah, I had to cut you short down because I'm going to give you all an opportunity to talk once again as the Toastmaster of the evening now. So please brace yourselves because this is going to be a little bit of a round robin session even before the word master comes into action. And so this is just to unfreeze ourselves, okay, to break the ice. So are you guys ready for it? Even if you're not ready, I am ready for it. So I'm diving in. Okay, so the game is like this. I will select the first participant and give 2 words. Okay, now this participant can choose anyone amongst us and use that word and that person to relate to that, to use those words to relate to that person. It does not have to describe that person. Okay, I will give an example. Suppose I say bag, pen. Okay, and I'm going to choose, let's say, Reshma. Okay, so I'm going to say, the other day I borrowed Reshma's bag and it had a pen in it. And you wouldn't believe the way Reshma went after me until she got the pen back, because that was the pen her husband had gifted to her on her first anniversary or when he met her first. Okay, this much is enough. Okay, and then I'll just say stop. So that person, whomever she's chosen, like I've chosen Reshma, so Reshma will be the second person to take it over. And that Reshma will get 2 words again. So she has to choose somebody else. It is purely fictitious. So don't get, whatever happens is happening just for fun here. Okay. Are we ready? Okay. So the first participant that I'm going to choose is going to be Raj Lakshmi. Okay. Raj, ready? Unmute yourself. Okay.
Yeah, please.
Your words are ice cream and sandwich. Your words are ice cream and sandwich. Over to you.
Recently, my daughter got sick and she was having severe cold, flu, everything. And when the weekend reached, I I was actually waiting for the weekend. I took her to the restaurant and we had sandwich and ice creams and other many items. And surprisingly, how she cured during the previous day, everything came out and she again got sick.
You need to choose the person in your conversation. Your daughter is not here and she's not going to be the second speaker.
Okay, so here, yeah, this is over. So next I'm going to choose Anshuman, and my 2 words are work and life.
So the other day,
1 second, I need to make a small correction. You have to use the subject as the person. Okay. Like suppose Rajlakshmi has used a daughter, she should talk about Anshuman. Got it? With that, whatever words I've given, Anshuman should be talking. You should talk as though Anshuman was with you. Okay, now Anshuman, yours is work and play, work and life, and you can choose one of these people here, and also those 2 words.
Okay, so the other day, our president, Toastmaster Ram Prasad, he called me and he was pretty angry with me and he was like, why are you not attending Toastmasters meeting? What's wrong with you? Where are you? You've been missing all this while. And I told him, come on, I have work, I have a life. What am I supposed to do? So, he was like, no, everyone has work, everyone has life. But I tried to explain my situation to him. He seemed to be least bothered about it. And so that's why I'm here attending this meeting today. So I shall now choose.
No, Ram will be the person.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And
So
you give him 2 words.
I have to give him 2 words. So I choose driving and water bottle.
I have to use these 2 words in the speech, and is that it?
And the person from here, you have to pick as though that and use these words in conversation with that person. Weave a story around that person.
Okay. Fine. Yeah. Thanks, Anshuman. Driving and water bottle, right?
Yes.
Okay. So as Anshuman said, yes, I was asking him why he's not attending. And then, of course, he did say he had work and life. And I thought, okay, let me provide him work as well as some life too. So I called him for a long drive. I said, okay, let's go for a drive. And then
no, the subject changes, Ram. You need to choose somebody else. Anshuman is over now.
Oh, I choose someone else?
Yes,
okay.
and use this word. This is totally independent.
So the next person who is going to speak is the one I have to involve?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting a hang of the sequence itself. Okay. So I thought, okay, so Anshuman has given me 2 nice words, which is driving, which I love to do. And I still remember the first time I drove on the roads of Dubai. It was like a pleasure coming from India and then driving full gear and all out with pretty nice smooth roads. So this time I thought, okay, let me pick someone along with me. Why I enjoy all by myself? So now I asked Raghu to join me on a long drive. And he said, I'll come only with a water bottle. So he brought his water bottle with him. And we went for a long drive. We went for the beach. We were sipping water all the while. And it was really a beautiful drive. And then Dubai has so many nice places to watch. And the roads are so beautiful these days. And it was really a great day out for us. So I would now pick Raghu and give him 2 words. One is health, other is sickness. Over to you, Raghu.
Raghu, you can pick the guests also. Let them also give a try in your conversation.
Okay. Okay. Good evening, everybody. And I have to speak on health and sickness. So during my discussion with Ram, I was talking about my health condition and sickness. And one of the things that I was talking with him about my dental thing, and he referred about Reshma, she's going to come as a guest, and you can discuss with her and about your dental sickness, and thereby you can correct your dental health in a better manner. And as I see, he was also expressing that he's a very little funny and very nice character. And that also I observed today, and she speaks very nicely. That also one of the plus point for me to communicate with her during my future checkups with her. That's the great part. And with that, let me give her a 2 words. That is administration and financial backups. Administration and financial backups. Yeah, you can go ahead with Reshma.
Sorry, sir, which was the first word?
First one is administration. Second one is financial backups. Or
administration and financial, or you can just say finance, maybe. Just
fine. Financial backups. No, what I mean to say is what I meant to say is financial backups in the sense by taking up this role, you will be planning for your future, financial secures. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much for administration and financial backups. So I would choose. Okay, let me just choose Shobha ma'am. So last day, I was very happy to meet, talk to Shobha ma'am, and then about this career change and all those things. And she was telling me about this administration and financial backups. And then she was said, "Don't worry, Reshma, no matter how much you plan and do, in the end of the day or end of all these things, you're not going to have any financial backup. So just enjoy your career in administration and finance and just have a good time." So maybe that was a really good advice.
Your 2 words to Shobha, please. Let's make this quick now. Reshma, your 2 words to Shobha. Any 2 words.
Ma'am, so the 2 words which I would like to give you is studies and party.
Yeah, thank you, Reshma. Thank you for addressing me as a ma'am. Okay. Though we met at a party, which Anita had hosted. Okay. And Anita forgot to arrange for the samosas, I felt, because she had told me to study properly and come for the next meeting and get ready to be the word master also, but I've completely forgotten. And I'm just preparing that word right now. So because I don't study that well, and I don't like studying also. So the main reason I joined Toastmasters, because here I can study while chatting and also enjoying the meeting. That's the main reason why I think Anita got angry with me and didn't give me any of the samosas there. And she didn't even give me the orange juice there, Anita. So Anita, even then, you're still my friend, okay? So I'll be a little more kinder to you and give you 2 words with which you can continue: dragon and a mask. Over to you.
Okay, it was Halloween the other day on October 30th, and I had somebody knocking on my house door, and it was such an aggressive knock. I just went and opened it. It was around 11 o'clock in the night, and when I opened the door, I found this person in mask and what was it? The other one which she said, mask and what was the other word she said?
Dragon.
Yeah. I mean, this person was wearing a mask, so I could not recognize this person. And when I asked, "Who are you?" he just told that I'm the dragon, please let me in. And I'm like, what? Who? I mean, and all this stuff. I said, "See, look, you must have come to the wrong place. You should be moving away from here." This person just barged into the house and said, "I am the dragon. I'm wearing the mask. You can't recognize me." And then I said, "Enough is enough. It's getting a way too serious here. I'm going to call the security and all that." That's when this person opened his mask and revealed that it was our very own Toastmaster Prasad over there. Toastmaster Prasad, your 2 words are lipstick and soap.
The other day, I had been to the shopping. When I went there, I got a call from Jaipal. Like he just asked me like where are you? Then I told, okay, I came to the supermarket for some shopping. Then he gave his list, like he wanted a soap and he wanted a pack of lipsticks for his family, his wife mostly. And that's what I bought those two things for him, and then I just delivered those two things to him. That's it. And along with that, I gave him two words. That is travel and family. Travel and family.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Thanks, Prasad. The other day, actually, I'm traveling with my family, and my friends called me for, hey, why don't we go for Goa as a, bachelor trip? We always go with the family. It's, going with family is very boring. Then Gerald, Abraham told me that he is very much interested to come, with the bachelor party. By that, we can enjoy the party like, before in college days, before the marriage days, how we used to go with the friends and all. Then I told Abraham that, after marriage, it is very impossible to, go as a bachelor, or spouse will kick us, if we tell them that we are going as a bachelor party. Then, we decided to say a lie that, we had some office meeting in, somewhere, and we thought of planning to go. Then Abraham agreed, and we both lied in the next plan, and we went to the Goa. Then we saw,
Yeah, I think you can find it up there and give Gerald two words.
Yeah. So the two words for Gerald are tree and bird. Over to you, Abraham. Gerald.
Are you there, Gerald? I think he's busy preparing for his speech, so we'll wind it up there. Did you guys enjoy this?
Yeah,
right?
It was fun. Nice.
Yeah, very much, very much. This is something.
Just a prelude to Tall Tales. Okay, this is how you can actually read your Tall Tales for those who don't know, and it doesn't have to make any sense. It doesn't even have to be pragmatic also. So welcome to all of you and people who are trying this for the first time. And we have our Tall Tales contest happening very next week on Saturday morning 10 o'clock. And I'm the contest chair, so I would require each of you to be present there. And we have two wonderful participants, contestants going in from our club. So we all need to be there to cheer them. With that note, now let me call the very next important person of today's meeting, Toastmaster Shobha, who will be doing the word of the day. Toastmaster Shobha, over to you.
Thank you so much, Manita. Let me share the screen initially. And thank you for giving me enough time to prepare the word also.
Yeah, see, Anil, though I didn't give you samosas, I gave you time.
Yeah, you gave me a lot of time.
Over to you.
Okay. 1 second. I'm sneezing. Okay, so the word for today is facetious. Okay, how many of you have heard about this word? Anyone there? Nobody. Okay, so facetious basically means, for example, there's a serious situation and somebody is talking to you very seriously, like normally we do that with our children, and the other person either takes it very lightly, doesn't take it seriously, and starts joking about it. So it's an adjective. The word is an adjective, and like it means treating serious issues with deliberately inappropriate humor. Okay, for example, at our club, no one dare make a facetious remark especially when the president is speaking or giving his address, right? So it's an adjective. Its origin, basically this word originated in Latin, and it found its way to the French language, and from French, it came to English during 16th century, right? The other two forms of this word is facetiously and facetiousness. Facetiously is an adverb and facetiousness is a noun. These are some of the synonyms of the word: flippant, whimsical, teasing, playful, jesting, glib. And there are few antonyms of the word: formal, grave, unfunny, and serious. There's some examples for you all here. You can see the screen. So while dealing with my son or my husband, I like to avoid sounding very angry. So I normally adopt very friendly, even facetious tone to diffuse tense situations. And don't take a facetious comment seriously because it is supposed to be funny. Instead of sitting there and making facetious comments, why don't you try making an actual suggestion? So these are some of the examples. And why I chose this particular word, have you noticed the spelling of the word Facetious? It has all the 5 vowels there, and it is in their order. So that's why I found this particular word. I was attracted towards this word, and I thought I'll present this one today. And I would like all of you to use this word in today's meeting, not just in today's meeting, in your everyday life also. So can we have a round robin? We hardly have 8 people in the room right now, no? If we have time, we can go for a round robin.
Yeah, maybe you
Okay.
can pick 2 or 3 people. Yeah.
Anyone who would like to go? Just raise your hand. Anybody?
I'll try.
Okay.
My wife facetiously. My wife facetiously tried me to cook the food for a day.
So I'll just leave it to all. Thank you, Toastmaster Ram. Sorry, Toastmaster Prasad. Sorry. Thanks a lot. I'll now head back the virtual stage to DT Manita. Over to you.
Thank you so much. I think we'll have to treat this meeting as, not facetiously, but a little more seriously and take this further because we have people here who want to learn a lot, and each of us, and improve ourselves. We move on to the next very important segment, which is the prepared speeches segment. And we today have 2 speeches. Both the speakers are prepared speakers. They will be speaking for a particular duration of time. And we would first call the individual evaluators to come and speak out read the objectives. The first speaker today is Toastmaster Ram Prasad, and his speech is being evaluated by Toastmaster Anshuman. Anshuman, can you please read out the objectives of his speech?
Yeah, once again, good evening, everyone. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice writing and delivering a speech that inspires others. The purpose of the speech is for the member to inspire the audience. So good luck, Toastmaster Ram Prasad. Inspiring.
Time duration? Time?
Really sorry, the time is 5 to 7 minutes, the speech length.
Okay, fine. Yeah, thank you. And who's our timer, Anita?
Just a second. Anybody has got the virtual cards with them? If you all can use the timing.
Yeah.
Just for the speeches. Sorry.
I have.
Okay,
It's with
please
me.
go ahead. Yeah, in
Yeah.
the meantime, I'll download. Prasad is the time.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ram Prasad, and my topic for today is the most nutritious drink in the whole world. You'll be guessing, what is this drink and why is it most nutritious and what are we talking about? Okay, there is a huge context behind that. So let me elaborate the context first. I want you to go back from the time you were born, from the time you had just the first idea of anyone falling sick around you, your happy family, your friends, or anyone. And over the course of the last few years, I would even say last 20, 30, 40, 50 years, examine whether health has improved or it has worsened. We all know advanced technology has come into healthcare, and we have so much advanced that we can now do brain surgeries and heart surgeries, bypass surgeries, and even organ transplants. But technology has advanced, but has health improved? That's a question I would like to ask all of you to think, evaluate yourselves. Now, the second part is, okay, health, now that's the ironical situation. Technology has improved, we have specialists, but however, health has not improved. So there are many factors to health. And can you tell me one of the important factors which contribute to health? There's so many things, for example, like exercise. But there is one thing, very big one, which makes a huge impact on health. So can anyone say in the chat box, what is that biggest one? Okay, let's see some examples. Diet, exactly. Anita, yes, food. Thank you, Prasad. Yes, food or nutrition is the biggest contributor. Of course, there are other factors like sleep, tension-free, calm mind, stress-free life, and sleep, sunlight, water, so many things. In fact, the acronym of our Newstart itself is a mix of so many factors. And of course, the first one is the biggest one, which is nutrition. And within nutrition, we want to focus on the most important meal of the day, which is nothing but the first meal of the day. And if you can get your first meal of the day as the most nutritious drink in your body, then your body will be so full of nutrition that it doesn't crave for junk, and it heals the body and keeps you reasonably healthy. Okay, and that's where the context for the most nutritious drink has come in. So now let me ask you one quick poll. What do you think is this most nutritious drink? I'll give you a choice. Anita would run a quick poll. I would read out the points, what they are. One can be a fruit juice. Is it a green tea? Or is it milk, which many people think that it is milk, or a green smoothie? So we have 4 choices. Of all these 4, which do you think relatively is the most nutritious drink as per you? Let's see. What do you think? A quick choice. Yeah, and then let's see the results. Anita, what is the poll result? Yes, we have 100% has green smoothie. Okay,
some more people to vote for.
Okay, no one has voted. Okay, I see it as 100% as green smoothie. Okay, fine. So, okay, so now we look at all these things, and then I'll quickly show you. Let me share my screen and tell you why green smoothie is considered to be the most nutritious drink. I'll share my screen and quickly show you 1 or 2 points, and then we will get back to the topic we want to discuss. So here is my thing. Okay, let me just make it as full screen. Okay, why do you think is green smoothie the most nutritious drink? When we say something is most nutritious, obviously it should have various components of nutrition in it. And the first thing obviously is vitamins. Most of the times we are worried about carbs, fats, and proteins, but vitamins take the huge chunk. And minerals also play a huge role in our nutrition. Then comes fiber, which is a missing part in most of our foods these days, because everything refined is without a fiber. Then we have enzymes, then we have water, which is built into the food itself. Then, of course, the standard carbohydrates, fat, and protein. In fact, so this is the reason why this particular drink can be considered one of the most nutritious drinks, because it has almost all the elements which we can think of. And compared to this, for example, if you compare this with a juice does not have fiber. If you compare with milk has, again, obviously, milk is free of, it doesn't have fiber, it has missing in many of the other components, and it has many other harmful substances as well. So green tea has caffeine and is acidic and is obviously not that nutritious compared to this one. So this one, if it can be the first thing which goes into your meal, that can be the best situation you give yourself body and gives you the highest healing for the whole day. So let me show you a simple sample of what is a green smoothie. A green smoothie is nothing but say a few greens and a few fruits. Both of them highest nutrition, and together you blend with a little water, and that makes the healthiest drink. And here is another example. We have mint here, we have pineapple and banana, little bit of each, blend with water. There you go, has the simplest one and the most nutritious green smoothie. I'll share one example of how much benefits it can get, particularly for a diabetic. I'll share this thing. So let me share it with what you call with sound. One example of how this has impacted one person's life.
I heard one talk by Dr. Nandita ma'am.
Timer, just pause. Once he joins us, then we can restart the time. I think the video pushed him out. Internet. So far, so good. I think the second speaker is getting some more time to prepare. And Yeah. In the meantime, I hope Reshma and Jaipal, you understand what is the flow of a regular meeting. The main reason why we called you all today is for you all to see how a meeting happens and what are the elements of the meeting. So we started with the Toastmaster of the day, the president's speech, the sergeant at arms. Then we had the Toastmaster of the day. We cut short that and we made it more interactive for each of you all to unphrase. Then the word master, the prepared speeches segment, followed by the table topics, which is the impromptu speeches. That's where again we all come back to with some good topics which are given then and there to you all, and you need to answer them in a prescribed time. The table topics master will talk to you about it. After that, the speeches will be evaluated. That's the most important segment, the feedback segment. All of you also can send out your feedback comments. Apart from that, you have designated evaluators who will be evaluating the speeches. So the improvement happens in that area. So I think what we will do is we can ask Ram to continue from where he has stopped, but we shall go ahead and invite the second speaker on stage now. Toastmaster Gerald and Toastmaster Rajlakshmi. Toastmaster Gerald, are you there? Okay, Ram is you. Fantastic. Ram, you can continue from where you left. Ram, you can continue from where you left.
Yeah, sorry. I think I pressed the wrong button.
Yeah, looks like. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I think I have, okay, from the green. I was turned green when I was left that. Okay. So I'll just share that. Did you hear that testimonial or you didn't?
No, we didn't.
Oh, it did. Okay. So I wanted to share just one example of how much impact a green smoothie can have on everyone's life. And then we conclude from that point. Okay. This is just a 30-second testimonial.
I heard one talk by Dr. Nandita ma'am herself. In that she told that even if you're not able to bring about any other changes for now, just stick to the morning smoothie, and that's all I did for last 10-12 days. I am just sticking to the morning smoothie, and my sugar levels have come down from 400 to 130 or 120 130. That's it.
Okay, that's how powerful a green smoothie can have. A green smoothie has so much benefits. The benefits are, as you can see, it can do so much healing. A diabetic can even have it. Diabetics usually are shy of fruits, but here we have an example where it is helping them reverse diseases. So it helps diabetics, it helps blood pressure, it helps almost all diseases. There's no one I can think you cannot have it. And then obviously it gives so much energy. And we actually did a program where 100 people did this program, which I'm doing it again in December. So it was great fun doing it, and it helps so many people. If there is one thing you want, I would suggest anyone to try is to have a green smoothie first thing in the day and have a great life and great health. Over to you, T. Modi.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ram. We now, I request all the people present here to share your feedback on Toastmaster Ram's speech directly to him in a private message. And now we move on to the second speech. To read out the speech objectives of our second speaker, Toastmaster Gerald, we have Toastmaster Rajlakshmi. Toastmaster Rajlakshmi, can you read out the objectives, please?
Yes. Thank you, DTM Anita. Second speaker, Toastmaster Gerald. He is trying level 3, project 2, electives, inspire your audience in the path innovative planning. Title name, the sitting disease. Purpose of this speech. The purpose of this speech is for the member to practice writing and delivering a speech that inspires others. The purpose of the speech is for the member to inspire the audience. Time allotted 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Gerald.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rajlakshmi. Over to you, Toastmaster Gerald. Timer is
I would like to share my screen.
Yes, you can.
You're able to see my screen?
Yes.
Do you sit for 3 or more hours in a day? What if I tell you this amount of sitting could be killing you? The shocking fact is that even if you're engaged in the doctor recommended moderate to high intensity exercise every day, but with excess sitting, you are still at high risk of early mortality and chronic diseases. Let me just share with you a little bit of the history of sitting. Do you know the chair that you're sitting at home or in your office was invented by the ancient Egyptians in the 3000 BC? Do you know the natural sitting of human beings is not to sit on the chair? The natural sitting of human beings is to fully squat down and sit, or sit with the cross legs on the floor. The beauty about both of this way of sitting is that your back will be fully stretched, which is good, but that amount of stretching is not going to let you sit for long hours. What do I mean by that? You are not designed to sit. We are designed to sit just for a very short duration, probably for sitting, for praying, or something like that, but not excessively. So this kind of sitting would prompt you to get up and move, but humans invented chair, and we lavishly spend all our time in the office, at home, watching TV, eating, driving, what more? So sitting can actually cause wide range of problems. You see, you may be suffering from one or other health ailment, and you may be trying all the solutions in the world, including smoothies, including healthy plant-based food, and every possible thing. But if you still do not find the solution for your problem, the solution lies in breaking your sitting habits. So let me ask you a question. Do you know the difference between exercise and physical activity? Exercise is more of a structured something that you go to a gym, you dedicate a time and you do it. But physical activity is just the opposite. You don't spend a specific time, you don't do a structured exercise, but you're always on the move. The difference is that exercise is something that's done only by human beings, and physical activity is what animals in the wild do. They don't go to the gym and do the jumping jacks and do the pull-ups and push-ups and all of those. Searching their food all throughout the day is the kind of exercise that they do, but humans do not have physical activity, but they spend all their time in the office, and they have 1 hour dedicated in the morning or in the evening, and they still believe that I've got my exercise for the day and I'm good to go. No. These are called the active couch potatoes. They put themselves at high risk of so many problems. This is one of the studies that was published during the COVID-19. And what this study says is that people who were less physically active throughout the day were at higher risk of hospitalization, admission to the ICU, and death. So what are the problems that you can expect out of too much of sitting? Too much of sitting, as you see over here, is connected to all of these organs and pretty much every function of your body. It affects your brain, it affects your weight, it can also cause hormonal changes which can activate those cancer-causing genes and so many issues. I just want to share with you one of these issues. There are people who suffer from high cholesterol, but yet not knowing what is actually causing their high cholesterol. They say, I'm eating the best food. I don't eat any food which is rich in cholesterol. But why do I suffer from high cholesterol? Let me tell you this. There is an enzyme in the body which is called as lipoprotein lipase. Now, the function of this enzyme is to regulate how the cholesterol, triglycerides, and the sugar is utilized by every single cell of your body. But unfortunately, with 30 minutes of sitting, you literally shut down lipoprotein lipase. So even that normal amount of cholesterol, triglycerides, and the sugar, what you put in or the body produces will all linger around your bloodstream, staying elevated. So lipoprotein lipase, the only possible way to release lipoprotein lipase is by being physically active. Now, what can you do about sitting? How can I do this? My job is all about being a desk job professional. How can I do this? I'm just going to share 3 solutions with you. The first one is to have something called as the sitting break reminder. It's an app that you can install. And one of the apps that I would like to install is called Wellnomics. You may just download it from App Store or from Play Store. And the second thing I would like to recommend is once you have installed the Sitting Break Reminder app, I want you to incorporate what is called as 20-20-20 rule. What this means is every 20 minutes, you just got to take a break of at least 20 seconds and walk at least 20 steps. This is a minimal requirement. The other way of looking at it is every 20 minutes, you take a break of 20 seconds and you do 20 movements, 20 repetition of some movement for your neck or for your shoulder or for your back or for your leg, any one part of your body. So all throughout the day, you do some kind of exercise. And then the next thing, that the last one, is to install a sit-stand adjustable desk. If you're a desk job professional, you may just have this in place, which would help you to sit for a while, stand and do your work for a while, and that way you can just incorporate more exercise into your daily routine. Friends, I may just go on talking about this particular issue for hours and hours, but I just want you to remember, you may do everything that is available in Newstart, but if you ignore physical activity, you are at high risk of so many problems. Well, prevent and prepare, then repent and prepare. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gerald. Can we have the timers report, please? Toastmaster Prasad?
Yeah, good evening. Toastmaster Ram took 7 minutes and 12 seconds, and Toastmaster Gerald took 7 minutes and 50 seconds.
Sorry, 7 minutes and?
50 seconds.
50 seconds. So
Yeah.
we won't have polling today because there's a time disqualification. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Prasad, for that impromptu take-up of timer role. Let's move on now. We have next very adventurous segment, and I would request the guests to be there because this is something where you have to pitch in yourselves. This is called the table topics, and to give us the table topics, we have Toastmaster Prasad with us. Toastmaster Prasad, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, everyone is ready? Hope so. Evaluators, you all can evaluate, write your evaluation, we'll give you your time. So you'll actively participate. Over to you, Toastmaster Prasad.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to one of the most exciting sessions of any Toastmasters meeting, that is table topics. Table topics help us to practice the art of improvisation, or it helps us to think on our feet. This here topic will be given to the members, and the member has to speak from 1 to 2 minutes on the topic. And here the best part is that along with the members, all the guests can also participate. So here the timing guidelines are as follows. At 1 minute, the timer will show the green light. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, the yellow light, and at 2 minutes, or the red light, beyond which the speaker can continue for 30 seconds more. So are we ready? Yes? Okay. So first, we'll start with our guest. Can we have with the guest Reshma?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
hi. Yeah, hi, Reshma. So for you, the question is.
Prasad, I need to intervene.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
still have a problem with my virtual backgrounds. Can somebody take up the timer role, please? It's a request.
I think Shobha.
I can try. Yeah, just give me. I need to get those backgrounds. 1 second, okay?
Just a second. Even I'm trying.
You can.
Or
You can
I can
continue.
only,
I'll try to.
or I can manage.
Okay, go ahead.
You have it with you. If you can send it to me in WhatsApp, possible.
It's not
I
the
should have it. Wait, I should have it.
Any luck?
Or I can have it. No issues.
Okay. Okay. I'm really
Okay, I
sorry.
have-
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Let's go ahead.
Oh, Shobha, right?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, fine. Okay. The question to you, if you could be invisible for one day, what would you do? Guest Reshma, if you could be invisible for one day, what would you do?
Okay. Thank you so much, Prasad sir, for the question. So, good evening, everyone. So, I would like to talk on the topic, like if you would like to be invisible for a day, what would you do? So, what I would like to choose is that most of the times the mothers are not being, most of the mothers, they do not take care or they do not prioritize themselves often. We have seen that in most of the households. Almost all the ladies in the house, they just put their husbands first, or they maybe their kids first, and they are often, never giving priority to themselves. So for a day, if I could be invisible, I would do is that I would like to see how my house is going on without me and my presence. And I would like to see if I'm not there for a day, if my husband could carry on to manage the house, if my kids could do their studies, kids could take care of themselves without me. And because every day I feel that, all right, the house is running over my shoulders or on my shoulders. The entire burden is on me. The responsibility is on me. So maybe if I am invisible for a day, I could take a break and I could take a watch, observe what is happening, and maybe I could convince myself, fine, take a pause, take a break, relax. You need to give yourself importance, or you need to give yourself some free time. Because after all, if you don't start loving yourself or taking care of yourself, you can't make others happy in your life, or you can't do the best of yourself for others. So that's what I would like to do. Being invisible, I would like to take a break from my daily life in my family and see how my family is carrying on with their regular day stuffs and all those things. So, and then finally, yeah, that's it. That's what I would like to do. Take a break and see how it is going on without me, and whether the world will move on, because I feel that the world will not move on without my presence. So I just want to convince myself that, yeah, the world still goes on without me. So I could take a break. I could go to the parlor, enjoy myself at spa, or go to some, like take a day out with my friends, enjoy. No, like that itself. So that is what I would like to do. And I thank you so much for giving me this topic. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, guest Reshma. It was nice to hear your plans for being invisible. Yeah. So next, do you have any volunteer? Any volunteers next?
Maybe you can pick up the guest.
Yeah. Yes, we'll go again with our next guest, Jaipal.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Topic for you is, what's the one thing that happened to you that has made you a stronger person? What's the one thing that happened to you that has made you a stronger person? Jaipal, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prasad. Good evening, everyone. So till 2016, actually, I was in, a kind of a thing. I'm a kind of person that, where I got everything, whatever I need in the life, good job, good family, and all like. And in 2016, when my second daughter born, and she diagnosed with, intellectual disability and autism. Initially, like every parent, I went through a kind of a depression side and a negative side. But over a period of time, I felt that this gave me a purpose in the life, and my life and my wife's life, entire family life turned 360 degrees, and we understand, life can give you any challenges, and you have to face it. This made me a strong person and good human being. I can't call this a blessing, but definitely this is a challenging situation. But this has changed the entire perception in how we see, how we encourage the diversity and inclusion, and it made me a great human being and an excellent person, from inside out. Over to you, Mr. Thank you.
Thank you, guest Jaipal, for your the inspiring words. Nice to know your story. Next, can go to our TMOD, Anita. Yeah. Yes.
No, give the opportunity to somebody else, Prasad.
No, actually, both. Okay, Raghu, or as usual. Toastmaster Raghu, are you there?
Ashwar also there. Raghu.
Yeah, I can take it. No problem. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Toastmaster Raghu, if you could compare your marriage to a fruit, what would it be? If you could compare your marriage to a fruit, what would it be? Toastmaster Raghu.
Okay.
Raghu.
Good evening, Toastmasters. Life is a challenge, and again, marriage is another challenge. And now, currently, my health is another challenge. So, considering all these factors, if I could compare my marriage to a fruit, I would prefer, as Ram told today, smoothie is one of the best options to identify some good fruits and introduce that in my daily smoothie. If I am going for that, definitely I will go for banana, and there is another fruit. I don't know the name of that fruit that is good for diabetic. So definitely that I will use. And life is always sweet and bitter. So that fruit is one of the bitterness it has got, and banana has got the sweetness. Life marriage brings sweetness as bitterness, and naughtiness and angerness and fight and all happiness, everything brings. So the same way, I prefer a smoothie from banana and with that diabetic fruit. That definitely will make the life better. And you all, I suggest you also all go for such a smoothie that will make your life sweet and spicy. Over to you, Toastmaster Prasad.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raghu.
Yeah.
And now we'll go to our Toastmaster Anshuman. Toastmaster Anshuman, are you there? Toastmaster Raj Lakshmi? I think.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Question to you is, if we learn from our mistakes, why are we always so afraid of to make a mistake? If we learn from our mistakes, why are we always so afraid to make a mistake? Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prasad. I think the main reason of that is, I think, human beings' fear of change. You know, when you do something and you do something wrong, and you bear the repercussion of that, and you feel that what I did was extremely stupid and I should never do it again. But you never think on the flip side that what you did wrong and what did you learn from what you did wrong. If you can take some time in your life and look back at the mistakes you have made in your life and look back and learn rather than regret what you did, it will go a long way. So the problem is, most people, when they make a mistake in their life, myself included for that matter, I look back at it with regret, not with something that what could I have done to make that situation better, to avoid making that mistake at that point in time, so that in the future, if I am thrown with a similar opportunity, I can correct myself and know what to, the right decision to make. So I think the main reason behind that is that's the main reason I feel why people are afraid, to do something new. The main fear is fear of failure, the fear of making a mistake and what people will think of them, what you will think of yourself after doing that. But until and unless you actually try and do something new and make that mistake, trust me, no one is going to move ahead in life, because we all have to learn from what we have done in the past to have a better future. And I honestly believe in that. And on that note, thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. And with this, we come to the end of the table topics session. Thank you for all the volunteers. Now, may I request our timer for the timing report?
Yeah, hello. Yeah, good evening once again. The first speaker, guest Reshma, took 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Then our guest Jaipal, he took 1 minute and 18 seconds. Toastmaster Raghu took 1 minute 38 seconds. And Toastmaster Anshuman took 1 minute and 37 seconds. So they all qualified.
Thank you, timer, for the timing report. We'll have a poll for this. And this back over to Toastmaster of the day, TTM Anita.
Thank you so much to Table Topics Master Toastmaster Prasad. I think that was a wonderful round and wonderful topic. Let's give him a big round of applause. And also the Table Topic speakers. Now we move on to the feedback segment, which is the evaluation segment. To take this further, we have our general evaluator, Toastmaster Raghuram Shettigar, with us here. And he will be conducting the tag, that is the grammarian and the evaluation segment. So Toastmaster Raghu, are you geared up? Yeah,
yes.
Over to you.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So I'm the general evaluator to take up further, and my team, my team has got speech evaluators, timer, and grammarian and accountant. May I request the timer, please explain what's your responsibility? timer.
Sorry, I didn't get exactly.
As a team member, may I request you to explain the audience about your responsibility? Yeah.
As a timer?
As a timer, yeah.
Okay, as a timer, I'm supposed to keep time for each and every role player and show the cards when they reach the minimum time limit and when they're in between and the maximum time limit. And then the role player is supposed to keep looking at the timer, keep the timer on site, and then when he sees the red, they're supposed to stop speaking and give it to the next role player. For the speeches, we have the specified time given, like which was 5, 6, and 7. At 5, we're showing green, at the amber at 6, and the red at 7. And speakers and also the table topic speakers get 30 seconds grace period. Evaluators, they get 3 minutes to evaluate a speech. So they'll be shown green at 2 minutes, and amber at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and red at 3 minutes. Again, they'll also get 30 seconds grace time. So do you want me to explain every?
Okay, that's it. That's okay.
Enough. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Very well explained. And unfortunately, today we don't have Akanta, and we have with us grammarian DTM Anita Naidu. And Anita Naidu, please explain about your role.
Raghu, I shall get into it once my role is once you call me to read out the report. We'll go ahead with the evaluation. Yeah.
Fine. Yeah. Now we have with us 2 evaluators. One is Toastmaster Anshuman, and another one is Toastmaster Rajalakshmi. Yeah. Let us move on with the evaluation. Toastmaster Anshuman, please carry out your evaluator role. Please go ahead.
Thank you and good evening once again to everyone. First of all, Toastmaster Ram, kudos for convincing us with your smooth talking skills how a simple green smoothie can change our life. You know, as he rightly explained, in spite of the advancement in today's technology, sickness seems to be more frequent than ever before. He made us dig deep within ourselves. What could be the true reason for this? And clearly, diet seems to be a very simple yet complex answer, which is something in all our control, but everyone seems to neglect. Who knew a simple green smoothie in the morning can help you heal your body from things like high sugar in a matter of days? He very meticulously explained the contents of the smoothie and its various benefits as compared to the other so-called health drinks. He used this online platform very effectively, using the things like the chat box, the online poll to make it more interactive and connect with the audience in a better way. Although the speech I feel was brilliant, I would like to highlight a couple of pointers, which I found missing in your speech a little bit. At some areas, I felt your speech, left us wanting for a bit more. Like, for example, for a total novice like me, who has no idea about these things, how you could possibly prepare this smoothie in an easy manner, could be something that you could get across with your audience. And secondly, probably if there are any variations you can make, to the smoothie in case someone doesn't like this ingredient or that ingredient, possibly, if there is, you could have let people know about that as well. And secondly, I know how passionate you are about this subject. So somehow I felt that, that passion was missing in your delivery. At various points in your speech, I felt that, it's more like an education session. If you could, use a little more emotion or a little more humor without being too facetious, I think it would go a long way in, connecting with your audience and inspiring your audience, which is the main purpose of your speech. Overall, I have to say, thank you, Toastmaster Ram, because it was a very eye-opening speech. it gave us a solution, a simple solution to a number of health problems, and something that we can all implement in our day-to-day lives. And something for sure, I promise you that tomorrow morning itself, I will try to implement in my life. So thank you so much for that session, Toastmaster Ram. I really enjoyed it, and I'm sure our audience did too. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. And let us move on to the second evaluator to do evaluation of Toastmaster Gerald's speech. May I request Toastmaster Rajalakshmi to come on the dais and deliver the speech, please?
Yeah,
Deliver
timing.
the evaluation. Yeah.
Who's the timer actually?
Timer is
there's a
Shobha.
confusion there. No, I didn't keep time for Anshuman. That was my mistake. I thought I was supposed to keep time only for TT. Okay, I did not keep time for Anshuman. So for Raj Lakshmi, if you want, I'll keep.
It's okay. You can carry on because Rajalakshmi, carry on. No problem.
Okay. Yeah. To begin with, I must say thanks to Toastmaster Gerald for delivering such a nice speech, which is basically needed, or it's a kind of reminder for one of us, because most of us are sitting more than nearly 10 hours in a day. Though we know sitting is a new disease, it's kind of disease, but this kind of speeches gives us reminders that we should avoid this. Thanks, Gerald, for reminding us through your speech. Throughout the speech, I felt you were so confident, and the subject knowledge throughout the speech, it was very evident, and you were so pleasant and confident throughout the speech. You have explained different aspects like exercise versus physical activity. Physical activity, though we are not designed to sit, but we are designed to do physical activities. This is another kind of reminder which we need, and everyone need to follow this. Again, you have explained how sitting leads to mortality or different high risk diseases, and you have explained these all aspects through different pictures. These pictures click everyone's mind, and it gives importance, and it reminds us to follow these kind of practices, or to follow what needs to be adopted, like exercise or physical activities. If I need to say some important points for your improvement, the first thing, though you have started with a question, but you should have involved audience involvement in your speech, because you started the speech with a question, do you sit for longer hours? But you didn't invite audience to give their answer either through unmute the mic or through chats. So that should have been done, or you could have asked some more questions in between, how the audience practice related to this specific theme. So altogether, to conclude the speech, the subject knowledge was so, you was so expertise in this subject, and you have given thought-provoking themes like sitting, how sitting leads to different diseases, and the improvement points is to involve audience interaction through the speeches. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Raghu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajalakshmi. Yeah. DTM Anita Naidu, can you let us consider both evaluators for polling? So please send the request for poll. Okay.
Yeah, the polling is on. Please select the best evaluator. In the meantime, I'll go ahead with the Canadian report.
Yeah, now may I request DTM Anita Naik to submit her grammarian report to the audience, please. Yeah.
Thank you,
Over to you, DTM Anita.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a very crisp grammarian report. We had some very interesting words and some phrases. And the word of the day, facetious, is a very interesting word, as Shobha has mentioned. Unfortunately, not many have used it today. Nevertheless, we'll try to use it quite often in our WhatsApp group. Now we move on. Small corrections, like instead of saying nothing but, wherein both nothing and but are negative, we can say everything and. Little bit of each, little amounts of each. How much impact, what magnitude of impact something can have. And then we had some good words which we can use: mortality, chronic, lavishly spending our time, breaking sitting habits, which is like a kind of an exaggeration mode that is used there. Terms like couch potatoes, improvisation, thinking on your feet, kudos, digging deep within ourselves, and something called missing little bit. I would say that little bit is not needed there. Just say missing is enough. It doesn't need an adverb over there. Missing so much is there, but then little bit is like missing is missing. And yeah, that's the little grammarian report, crisp one. Over to you, Raghu.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, let me move on with my general evaluation report. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Today, the online meeting room was available 15 minutes earlier. That is 3:45. It was available, and guests greetings within the members were very well noted. And the meeting was 11 minutes late because due to we are waiting for the guests. Otherwise we could have started at the right time. And Sergeant Arms started the meeting, and he has read out the TMI mission and online ground rules, and handed over the session to President. And President spoke about purpose of the Newstart Club. He explained about it, and then he introduced the guests. And one suggestion is every meeting, President should open the meeting with a gavel, or a symbolic gavel should be used to open the meeting. That should be practiced regularly. And it is good to note that Anita has introduced that new thing for the guests to introduce and speak 1 minute, and both the guests spoke very well. It is highly noted that both are a humorous speaker. It looks like to me. Another thing is she started that impromptu innovative speaking for all the members. That was the very good thing. Each and every person has got an opportunity to speak, and they have introduced in a different manner. And yeah, as Anita told later, that it is a stepping stone for the tall tale. It's good. It was very nice. Each and everybody attempted in a better manner. And word of the day, facetious, very nicely introduced to the audience. And round robin should have been made. Everybody will try, but only one person attempted. And another thing is, let us move on to the project speeches. Project speeches by inspiring the audience by Ram. Overall, it was a very well crafted and delivered speech. And he, as a project requirement, he has connected with the audience and interacted with the audience. Thereby, audience attention has been taken very well. As the evaluator explained that there should be some of the thing, that how it is beneficial. At the end, he has shown the video, and she explained that for her how smoothie was helpful. That is one part for the diabetic people. So non-diabetic people, how it is helpful, and children's, how it is helpful that way. And another thing should have been told is when you are preparing a smoothie for the diabetic people, which are the items should be selected, thereby it will help. Otherwise, I have now Anita has a confusion. I don't have a confusion because diabetic. Okay, fine, I know what to do. Now Anita will think what to do, how to give smoothie to my children, and what should I take, and okay, what should I give it to my husband? That is another question. So all these three questions will arise. So that should have been addressed. And evaluation is very well done by Anshuman. He has also raised that how it is helpful for which are the items is helpful. That's what he posed a question that is very much required. And Gerard's inspire the audience speech, title sitting disease. He is throughout the speech, he very well explained about which is beneficial, which is non-beneficial. All those things he very well said. And he said that sitting is not the sitting on the chair is not the posture, and it was 3,000 years before introduced by Egyptians. Now sitting on the ground, he said it is beneficial. Agreed. Another thing is, then he showed there are nine organs here. On the organs he has explained. But the thing is, each organ, how sitting is beneficial, and how the exercise is beneficial, how the walking is beneficial. If it has been explained, then each and everybody will get more attentiveness in that. And at the end, he said about physical activity. Now, physical activity he told, but physical activity, which activity? Then that is more beneficial. If he would have been told with any video, that would have been given, the speech would have been outstanding and it would have been benefited each and everybody. That's the thing. As far as Rajalakshmi's evaluation is concerned, she has also she has done the evaluation very well. And one thing he said that audience interaction. What I observed from the speech is he found and it was a very lengthy speech, so time was not there, so he was rushing. So therefore, I think he has not done the interaction with the audience. That should have been introduced. Then the speech would have been very great. And regarding table topic master Ram Prasad, he explained about the TT rules and objectives, everything very well, and brought out very good topics. And all the four speakers spoke very well, including me. Okay. And that's the thing. And Anita's grammarian report, she has noted very good words. And I think overall, today's session was very well conducted. Kudos to each and every member who has participated here and made this club meeting successful. Thank you. Over to you, DJ Mahila.
Thank you so much, Raghu. I think Raghu has added elements of humor also in his GE. These are all signs of very good progress. Now, thankfully, it was not a facetious meeting. As Shobha said, not just the president's speech, but we don't make any facetious comments even about other speakers here. So now I move on, pass the baton to our president to call for the certificates and also close the meeting. We are running a little bit late. Over to you, Toastmaster Ram.
Yeah, do we have the certificate study? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's straight away get to the winners for today. The best speaker, I think, was not there. Okay. Oh, it's there. Okay. Okay. Thank you. And the next one is the best evaluator. Okay, we have Toastmaster Anshuman. Next, we have table topics. Okay, we have the guest as the winner. Congrats, Reshma. And finally, we have evaluator was there? It was done already. Okay. So I think that was quite a quick, interesting, and then I think very knowledgeable, insightful meeting today. We had a lot of content packed by everyone and very interesting speeches, including the table topics, and the guests very actively contributed. I would like to take a little feedback from one of our guests, I think, after we close our meeting. And I formally, by the power vested in me, I declare this meeting closed. And we continue our interaction for 5 more minutes. And during that time, we'll take the feedback from our guest, Reshma. I think the other guest is not there right now. Yeah. Reshma, can you share a little feedback about how you felt the whole meeting today? Any takeaways, any observations, any inputs?
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Ram. The overall meeting was really very interesting, and actually like getting to know the new words like facetious. It's a really interesting word. It's the first time I'm hearing such words, and that AEIOU, it's all coming in sequence. That was really very nice. So and then the different the way we could use so little, so all that, and then the different speeches and the way each speech is evaluated. So it was all very informative, and it's really I really found this whole session so useful, helpful. Even if you speak normally, when you are in a group or when you're doing an important speech, or maybe you are addressing or you are talking about a particular topic, I really found so many things like the way how we should be confidently talking, then the use of really new words, the good words, the way how we can improve our vocabulary, and overall it was like very informative, as well as it was not very serious, and sort of very friendly. So there was nothing to be nervous, even if I'm very, even if I'm a guest and this is my first meeting. Normally, if it's a stage, I would have felt really nervous, but I was not feeling nervous. It was like, a group of addressing like people whom I know or maybe I have met before. So altogether, it was very what should I say? The word exactly is the interaction, as well as the way you're feeling in this group was really good. So it makes learning much easier and better. So I really enjoyed this session, and looking forward to more sessions with all these Toastmasters, and trying to, and I hope I would learn a lot new words, improve my vocabulary, maybe improve my speech, and hoping to be a really good Toastmaster among you all one day. So thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Ram.
Thank you, Reshma. That was a very nice, beautiful feedback, inspiring to all of us as well. And look forward to seeing you as a member. Hopefully you can join us too. Okay, thank you all. Anyone, any other inputs? Anyone else? Anita, Raghu, Jerome?
Yeah, I think one thing I have to say is everyone is so tied up in their lives. I know Gerald is busy because I met him today. I know Ram is equally busy, and so is Shobha with her aging mom. And Raghu is trying to squeeze in time. Rajlakshmi is not getting a break in the weekends also from her work. And Prasad is doing kind of multitasking, and Anshuman is just moving out into a new house, trying to make his wife and us happy here. So I think with so many people doing so many things, and Reshma trying to handle her knees pain and still being here as a part of us to encourage, I think so much of giving is happening on this stage, on this virtual stage. What else can we ask for? And then when such energies come together, I think we are only taking back home a lot of positivity. And I'm so glad that this has happened today. This 1.5 hours has happened today only because of a great sacrifice from each of you. I know everyone is tied up, just tied up there, waiting to be released, thak karke, like a catapult thing, no? So I'm just not going to waste any more of your time. Let's meet once in 14 days to unfold our pressures, tensions, and also become a little more progressive towards our speaking skills. Wonderful today, wonderful session. Ram, thank you so much from all the way from India. Reshma, thank you so much. Shobha, I will see that your samosas reach you sometime. And Gerald, so thank you so much. we will have to meet next Saturday. Please make yourselves available for the Tall Tales contest, because our very own Prasad is conducting it as an AD for the first time, a contest in our area as Tall Tales, which previous ADs have not conducted. So he definitely needs our presence as support. So let's support him on Saturday, and let's enjoy that fantastic 2 hours or 1 hour, just 1 hour over there. So Prasad, we are all there, going to be present for you. And all the best contestants. We have 2 contestants who are going to do it, Anshuman and Raghu. And that's going to be an impromptu contestant.
No, I did not plan it all. Okay.
Yeah, no need to plan.
Anshu,